I was a Christian for 35 years. I was very active. I was very involved up until a year ago when I stopped all the activities I was doing and relinquished the title of Christian. It wasn't with bitterness, it wasn't with resentment that I left Christianity. No, it was a willingness to expand my horizon. It was a willingness to open myself up. It was a willingness to let go and say, what if there are things outside of what I've been told and what I think that I know that are true? It was a path of humility that led me away from the title of Christianity. That very system that encourages us to walk in the light also fuels the ego inside of us with surety and certainty and confidence so that we can make bold claims about the eternal destination of a person's soul. It's not my job to tell you what to believe or what not to believe, but when your belief pattern involves redirecting someone else's belief into the one true way, you are by nature stepping on someone else's belief. It's okay that your belief is yours and you live in that space. But when part of your belief is you need other people to change their belief, you are acting as if your belief supersedes other people's faith belief. And when you act out that my way is right and your way is wrong, you fall victim to the trap that so many Christians fall into, that I know and you don't know. I have the answers, you don't have the answers. My way is sure, your way is lost. And with certainty comes the feeding of the internal knowledge self. Because you can always gain more knowledge and have more certainty. And more certainty gives false confidence, but it does give confidence. And rather than having humility and recognizing that maybe your beliefs aren't necessarily the right way, but you're doing your earnest to walk in the direction that you believe is the right way for you, to be in opposition to that is to have certainty, is to say that what I know is the way. There is no other way. I know the way, and you're wrong. I'm right. That's certainty. That's not humility. Humility is the presumption that says, I don't know, but I'm doing my best. Certainty says, I know, so you better listen to me. What Christians get wrong about God is they cannot get over themselves. They're their own worst enemy. It's not a God problem. It's a person problem. And maybe you're hearing this, maybe you're a Christian, and you think, that's so true for other people. I know that your heart is in the right place. And my only encouragement to you, dear brother, dear sister, is open your hands. Realize that you could be wrong. And have a heart that's open. And even pray the prayer, where I am wrong, lead me. Not so that I can be right, but so that I can stop taking steps in the wrong direction. But when we feel like we don't need correction, like when we feel like there's nothing wrong in our life or there's a quadrant of our life that we've got set in stone that doesn't need to be changed, that actually I've already ascertained all the knowledge that I need and I completely understand this aspect of Christianity, my religion, my belief structure. When you've stamped something and have decided that there's no area left for questioning, it isn't Not questioning is not faith. Faith is not the act of quieting your internal curiosity. Faith is the wrestling. Faith is the choice to take something that might be sacred and say, what if I turn this upside down? What if this was actually wrong? What if I was wrong? That's the journey of faith. That's the journey, that's our spiritual journey, is to take the things that might be off limits and say, why? Why are these things off limits? Who cares? Why can't I fill in the blank? Why can't I? It's the journey of humility. The model of Christ is a model of humility, heart openness, and a willingness to go to places where people are scared, hurt, and lost. And the model that is shown through Jesus' actions, where he meets certainty, where he meets people that don't need answers because they've got them all, he heavily resisted them. People kept seeing someone that was saying that they were a follower of God, but the actions of that person didn't vibrate with truth in their soul. And so obviously in their brain, they said, Jesus is wrong. He's not actually a follower of God. He's actually going the opposite direction of God. That's what people in the goodness of their hearts, they thought. Because they were blind. Because they couldn't see. So let us not miss Jesus in our lives. Let us not miss the portion of our soul that needs to wrestle and question, that is okay with uncertainty. Let us not have a heart of stone, but let us have a heart of flesh. Love you all. Peace.